Hi guys, good evening all of you. Hope all of you can hear me. Anyone guys, can you please confirm? Is I'm audible guys?
Yes, we can hear.
Yes. Okay, right. So guys, yesterday, I think two sessions I have taken guys, two demo sessions. So if any of you has attended, if you didn't attended the last couple of classes, don't worry. So we'll have it's only introduction part. And even our backend team also shares you the recording videos. Even I also will share the recording videos from my side. So just only two classes has been happened, guys. We'll get a follow-up mail from our backend team. But before going to that, so I'm going to share you the link here, guys. So you can see the last two classes. These are uploaded to the YouTube. So you can see there are two demos has been happened. So if you want anyone, if you have missed the previous classes, guys, I'm sharing the link here. So you can just give me a second. So it is going to be nothing but I can just a minute. I'll copy and I'll just give the link here, guys. So just click on the link, guys. Directly, it will go to this particular the URL was there. So you can see the two videos what we can see, guys. One is the last class, and that one is going to be the before class what we can see. Just it is 1 day ago, and this is going to be 16 hours ago. So many morning in the morning they have uploaded this. So no worries. It's only just an introduction classes only, guys. Like just I've given some idea like what is machine learning, what is generative AI, because this class is this training program, whatever we are going to learn in this training program is completely related to something called as a generative AI. So in the last class, I've given some idea like what is generative AI basically. So AI can be classified into two types. One is nothing but what we call it as a discriminative AI, and the other one is nothing but what we call it as a generative AI. But first of all, what is AI also? I have discussed about that. So AI is nothing but where a machine or a system which behaves just like a human. So as I said that discriminative AI is nothing but where the machines are going to learn to take a decision to differentiate between two different classes. Like for example, the machines was trained to identify whether a person is the person in the image is whether it is a male or whether it is a female. That is what we call it as the gender identification example. That is going to be comes under which is going to be something called as a discriminative AI. What is generative AI, guys? Generative AI is nothing but there also the systems are trained to generate some kind of an which is a new content. They are capable to generate some new content, guys. Like you know that, right? For example, you go to the GPT, the chat GPT and ask, it is capable to generate some kind of a new content. The content can be in a format of a text, the content can be in a format of an image, or the content can be in the format of audio, video, anything it can be there. So generating some kind of a new content. But how it generates a new content, it is also learned. It also has been trained, guys. So as I said that last class, so it was trained with a huge quantity of images. So identifying that which is going to be the males and females. So based on that, whenever ask that particular the generative AI model to draw an image of a female, it can generate an image there. It can generate some text. It can generate some audio. It can generate some video. Anything it can generate. It can write some code. Writing some code is nothing but it is generating some text. Okay, so those particular type of applications are nothing but what we call it as a generative AI applications. Mainly what type of applications we are going to use, guys? We are going to work with something called as an LLMs. Later, I'll tell you more details about the LLMs later, guys. So these are all what we call it as LLMs. Okay, what is going to be ChatGPT? For example, go. So let us go to the ChatGPT itself and ask what is ChatGPT. Okay, so let us ask, or what is going to be, let us go to the chat GPT and ask them, which is going to be, just a minute once. Let us go for which is going to be the chat GPT and let us ask it. So what are, which is going to be LLMs? So what are going to be LLMs? Let us ask it, guys. I'm asking the chat GPT itself, what is going to be, what are LLMs? LLMs are nothing but what we call it as large language models. So which are trained with, which is going to be a huge volumes of data, guys. Very huge volumes of data. So stands for which is going to be large language models. Here is a clear breakdown. So a large language model is a type of, as I said that, an AI system. Okay. It is an AI system, but what it is going to do is, guys, it will generate some kind of a new content. System that was trained to understand or generate and interact with human languages. How it will works. I'll tell you later. It is built using some kind of a neural network, especially by using something called as an transformers. It learns the patterns, it learns the meaning, it learns the relationship in the text by training on huge amount of data. Like how the huge amount of data, internet blogs, Wikipedia pages, so a lot of emails, a lot of things are there. Books are there, PDF books are there, websites, code, conversion, etc. When you give it a prompt, see, I have given a prompt. What are LLMs? That is a prompt. So when you give a prompt, it predicts it's most likely the next word. But because it is trained on billions of examples, it can produce a fluent context-aware text it is going to be. Examples of LLMs, guys, as I already said that GPT-5, like me. It is saying that like me. So ChatGPT is nothing but one LLM model only, guys. So it is saying that it is going to be like me. BERT models are there, which is going to be nothing but what we can say by Google. Llama, it is going to be by Meta. Gemini, which is going to be Google DeepMind. So it is going to be Cloud A, which is going to be by Anthropic. So using this, what we can develop in, guys? I said that in the last class. So what kind of applications we are going to do? We are going to do some kind of an applications like chatbot developments we are going to do. Okay, some kind of an information retrieval systems we are going to do that. Some kind of a text summarizations, translation, sentimental analysis. Okay, these are going to be some of the applications what we are going to work with them. So LLMs are nothing but they are also some kind of an AI models. As I already said that they learn from massive text data sets to understand and generate human like language. It is going to do that. Okay. So later we'll see them what are going to be the different cases. But what are LLMs, guys? LLMs are nothing but just as I said that, which are nothing but the AI systems, or they are also going to be a kind of an AI applications. What they can do is they can generate some kind of a new content they can generate, guys. That is what the basic idea about these particular applications. Okay. Later we are going to discuss about so how it is going to be built, how it will works, all these things we'll discuss it later. Okay. Fine. Now coming to the applications, okay, so this is just a technical we have been got discussion, guys, but how we learn, how we are going to learn. So I'm going to give a little bit roadmap to our training program, guys. I'm going to give a little bit which is going to be a roadmap to, which is going to be our training program. So what we are going to learn, what are the things we are going to learn, how we are going to learn, all these things. I'll just give you an idea about this, guys, so that we'll get some kind of an idea about what exactly we are going to learn during our training program. Okay, first. So as I already said that, guys, obviously, it's not an like an you need not to be a complete expert in programming, but whenever you want to learn some generative AI, some basic programming languages are required, guys. Some basic, it need not to be a complete, you need not to be an expert on that. You require some kind of an basic, which is going to be a programming language is going to be required. What programming languages are required, guys? First, we are going to learn some basic, which is going to be core Python. We are going to learn, guys. What you are going to learn, guys? We are going to learn some core Python. Sir, I don't have any idea about the core Python. So what shall I do now? So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you some core Python concepts in our classroom. So here we are learning the Python not to become a Python expert. So don't think that after completion of Python, we are going to become some kind of an Python experts, guys. We don't become any Python experts here now. Even myself, I don't call myself as a Python expert. Clearly, guys, I'm saying, frankly, I'm saying that I was not a Python expert, but up to what extent the Python is required for our implementation of data science, because I'm working in data science from the last 8 years. So 8+ years, guys, almost all it is the 9th year, 8 years is completed already. I started in 2017, 2017 March, approximately in the March, I started with that. So now it is 2025, right? It is going to be 8 years plus 8.5 years more than almost all, closer to 9 years. So I know the basics of core Python. So the Python concepts where I know how to implement this particular, the whatever the data science, AI, machine learning, deep learning, NLP. Okay, all these particular techniques I can implement with the help of the core Python. So how many classes will be there, guys? Hardly there will be somewhere around 3 weeks of training will be there. I'm going to teach you the core Python. That is sufficient, guys. That is going to be sufficient for you. Okay, but along with the core Python, what we are going to do, guys, along with my classes. Sir, we want to learn a little bit more. As you are saying that you will learn only core Python. Sir, how about learning of advanced Python? See, this is sufficient, guys. This 3 weeks classes is going to be sufficient to learn this particular data science or whatever the generative AI or whatever we are learning about that. But if you really want to learn some little bit, we are giving some additional. We are giving some additional, which is going to be learning for you guys. So one more thing is, guys, all my classes are completely live classes only. There is no, that means there are completely live classes. So I was a trainer starting from the first class to last class. So I will be the trainer for you guys. I'm going to take the live classes only. No recorded, all these things. I'll tell you. So along with that, sir, if you want to learn some more extra, some more I want to explore a little bit more advanced concepts of Python, what we are going to do, guys? We are going to provide you some kind of a pre-recorded videos we are going to give you guys. So pre-recorded videos for what, guys? Not for the entire course, only for which is going to be Python. If you want to explore a little bit more, if it is optional, and that too, it is a free of cost, guys. We are going to give you it a free of cost. Normally, it will cost you somewhere around 4K to 5K. Normally, it will this will be costing you around 4 to 5K, guys. So you are going to get at a free of cost if you registered for this generative AI course. So the learners who registered for my courses, they will get these pre-recorded videos, guys. But these videos are not delivered by me. It is delivered by Durga sir. So I think you may have an idea. You may be aware about the Durga sir. He was the founder of the DURGASOFT. So he is almost all having somewhere around 20 years of experience on Java. He's a Java expert, Java and Python expert. He delivered that particular training program, which will be around 170 videos will be there, guys. But this 170 videos you are going to get at a free of cost without paying any extra money. But this will be given access only for 180 days of, which is going to be, they'll give you only for 180 days access they will give you, guys. So if you really want to explore them, at least one day, at least one video per one day if you complete it. So that much time is not required, guys. 6 months time is not required. So depending on your availability, depending on your free time, at least if you are working professionals, on weekends you can learn. Anyhow, I'm going to cover somewhere around 3 weeks classes, guys. But these 3 weeks classes means only hardly how many days, guys? 3 into 5, hardly 15, 16 days. But this particular 15, 60 days will cover almost all somewhere around 60 to 70% of these concepts I will cover them. Because these 170 videos are completely from the beginner level. We are going to learn, see, the guys who has been opted for generative AI, so I don't expect that there are going to be that much that means not that much completely like a beginner level who do not have any idea about programming. At least I'm expecting some level of expertise, guys. Even if you do not have any much idea also, so at least I'll expect if you're learning, you selected generative AI. So generative AI is not like a very basic level of technology. It's a little bit high-end technology. Right, nowadays complete AI and all these things, very high-end technologies now, guys. So if you have selected or you have opted for a career in AI, means I don't expect that you guys may be that much dumb learners, isn't it? So it is going to be you should be in a position to learn. You should be very smart. So 60 to 70% I'm going to cover the topics I'm going to cover, guys. At least 60, 70% I'll cover them. But in a not like a completely like what is software, what is hardware, what is programming. I need not to start from that particular core level, guys. From that much basic level, I need not to start with that. So two levels, guys. It is going to be like an learning, and as well as for people who are already having an idea about Python. So nowadays, 80, 90% of the people, even I also can expect, guys. So out of this, whatever who has been joined today, at least 50, so at least some 80% of the people have at least some basic ideas about, they have a basic idea about the Python, they already have it. Maybe I can expect, guys, because nowadays everyone is learning Python. So 80 to 90% of IT professionals, now they are aware about Python. Maybe they are not implementing, but even non-IT professionals also, they are learning Python, guys. So first I'm going to teach you the core Python. This is optional, guys. If you want, you can learn it, but there will be 180 days training period will be given, guys. The 180 days of which is going to be access will be given to you. Now, coming to our classes, guys. As I said that our classes are completely live classes, and these live classes are going to be live recording. These are pre-recorded, guys. These are going to be live recording classes. So currently the session is currently getting recorded after the completion of the class, because already the time is from 9:30 to 10:30, right? So maybe on the next day, almost all at the morning, so they will give you this, they are going to share this particular recorded sessions. This is live recording. It is not a pre-recording sessions. So live recording sessions also will be given to you guys. But how these live recording sessions will be given to you guys? Through something like in Google Drive. So they'll upload to the Google Drive, guys. So from the Google Drive, we can watch them. You cannot download them, but we can watch them, guys. We can watch the videos through the Google Drive. We can watch them, guys. Okay. And apart from that, you can also access these videos for 1 year, guys. These videos will be accessible for, which is going to be 1 year accessibility. So these Python videos are going to be for 180 days, guys. Whereas these are going to be for 1 year, which is going to be access, 1 year access they will give you, guys. So after that 1 year, these are all for free of cost, guys. No extra money. There are some training academies are there. So I collaborated with many of the training academies, guys. So mostly in Hyderabad, I have collaborated with many of the multiple training academies. So in some training academies, what they will do, guys, for extra, that means if you want to, if you want the recorded sessions, so they will charge you some extra money for that. Here we are not charging anything, guys, but 1 year access will be given to you. There is not like a lifetime. It is going to be 1 year. They will give you the access to that at a free of cost. So we are going to get two things, guys. One is going to be the pre-recorded videos of Python. You are going to get it. So that is going to be for 180 days trial period, guys. And these are going to be our live recorded sessions also. We are going to give you an access through the Google Drive. You are going to get it, guys. Okay, so this is going to be how you are going to get our, which is going to be the training, whatever the training sessions and all these things, what you are going to get in, guys. So we're also going to give you the live recording classes, what we are going to give it, guys. So why you are giving this? Because you know that it's a basically it's an online class, guys, online training program. So there are so many technical issues will be there. Sometimes you know that it's going to be like an audio issue, internet issues, or it can be anything, guys, right? There is a lot of issues are going to be gets coming there, guys. So if you miss a class, so for example, on a day, if you miss a class, so what has been happened on that day? So you can go through that recording videos and you can find out like what topics has been covered, and you can just update you, and you can just you can join for the next session, guys. So something like this, we are going to give you this kind of a live recording sessions, what we are going to give it, guys. So first we are going to learn some basic concepts of which is going to be Python, guys. After the learning of basic Python, we are going to learn something about some techniques of which is going to be some NLP techniques are there. These are going to be some prerequisites, guys. So I said that these NLP techniques are going to be some kind of a prerequisites. So whenever you want to learn the generative AI, so these NLPs are going to be some kind of a prerequisites are going to be there, guys. So what are those, all these things? We'll discuss it in the later classes, guys. So these are also going to take somewhere around NLP techniques also will take almost all another 3 weeks. It is going to take it almost all another 2 to 3 weeks. It is going to take it, guys. So after learning this particular NLP techniques, then we are going to learn. So then we are going to go into something called as a generative AI, guys. So there we are going to learn about how to, which is going to be, we are not going to develop the LLM machines, guys. The LLMs are already there. As I already said that GPT, Llama, Gemini. So we are going to use this kind of an, which is going to be the LLM models. Using them existing LLM models, we are going to create some kind of an applications we are going to create. Just now we have seen now, guys. So we'll create some kind of an, which is going to be chatbots, some kind of an LLM applications, guys. So what are going to be LLM applications, guys? Like we are going to create something called as an chatbots. Okay, we are chatbots. We are going to create some kind of an Q&A applications. Mainly, we are going to learn something, a very important task called as an, which is going to be the rack systems. We are going to cover up them, guys. We call it as, which is going to be rack system. That is the main important, which is going to be task. So which we have to work on this particular, the generative AI. You can see a lot of online workshops also, guys. If we just go for what is going to be the RAG, so we can find out which is going to be a very important, guys. That is the main important, guys. So RAG stands for which is going to be retrieval augmented generation. That is nothing but what we call it as the RAG systems, what we are going to call it as. Later we'll see that is one of the most important topic, important concept in the which is going to be generative AI classes, guys. So just go there and verify what is going to be something like an RAG or something like that if you ask. Or directly ask the chatbot what is going to be nothing but what is RAG. So what is going to be nothing but RAG systems, guys. RAG system in generative AI, RAG in which is going to be LLM, anything you can call it as. So simply what is going to be RAG in AI. Just an example, guys. See there, which is going to be, this is the one, guys. Later we'll discuss about that. RAG, a retrieval augmented generation, is an AI framework that combines your external data retrieval with a large language models. Both we are going to integrate with them and generate some abilities to create more accurate, up-to-date, and context-specific responses. It is going to be generated, guys. It works by the first retrieving relevant information from a knowledge base and then uses that information to inform the LLM generation of a particular answer. So later we are going to discuss about that. So later we'll see how the RAG is going to work, benefits of which is going to be RAGs. Okay, so increases which is going to be accuracy and which is going to be relevance. So allows users of some kind of an private data what we can see and reduces the cost here, guys. So mainly these are going to be the works what we are going to do. The LLM uses both the user prompt and the retrieval whatever the context to generate a which is going to be some kind of an comprehensive and which is going to be some kind of an grounded response it is going to be generates there. Later we'll see what are going to be the RAGs, guys. So mainly in our training program as part of generative AI, guys, these are going to be. And apart from that, obviously tuning, which is going to be deployment, all these are going to be some additional. Obviously, everyone has to learn it, guys. So it is going to be some kind of an which is going to be tuning and which is going to be something like an what we are going to work as tuning and which is going to be deployment of all these, which is going to be the process what we are going to work with them, guys. Okay. So don't worry, still we are having a lot of other things are there. We are having something called as an agentic AI, what is going to be AI agents. All those are also I'm going to discuss as part of this training program. But coming to generative AI, guys, these are going to be the main. So don't think that very few topics are there. I didn't elaborate each and every topic, guys. Actually, there are a lot of which is going to be subtopics are there. There is a lot of subtopics are there, guys. I didn't elaborate them. Okay. So just to get some idea, I just given some, just like what we are going to discuss about all these things, guys. So we are going to be having the first core Python topics, guys. And after that, we are going to learn some kind of an NLP techniques and some kind of an which is going to be a generative AI applications and all these things what we are going to learn. Agentic AI and AI agents also as a part of your training program. And all this training program will take somewhere around 4 months of time, guys. 4+ months it will take it. So almost all it is going to be somewhere around 16 weeks, guys. 4+ months means almost all 16 to which is going to be 18 weeks it will take it, guys. Total training program. So by the end of the by the end of the training program, so now you can come a little bit more, guys. So let us go to like something like in last class also shown you. Let us go to something like a Naukri.com. Before going to that, I'll come back to that. So it's a very learning generative AI is very interesting, guys. It's a completely a new environment. It's a completely new environment, guys. So we completely work with different types of which is going to be a new platforms which you have never used it. Generally, what we are having the idea, guys, normally in programming languages. Hardly we are going to learn some programming skills. Some kind of an IDEs we are going to use like Eclipse or PyCharm or something like some other IDEs we are going to use. But here it is it is going to be different, guys. Mostly we are going to work with something about a concept called as, which is going to be these platforms we are going to work mostly, guys. Mostly we are going to work with these platforms, guys. LangChain, LangSmith, LangGraph. Okay, so these are going to be, guys, LangChain, which is going to be LangChain, LangGraph, LangSmith. So these are all going to be, so newly, I think you have heard a new recent update, guys. So the LangChain has been added, which is going to be some kind of the deep agent has been added. So latest update, guys. This is going to be the latest update they have been added is going to be some kind of deep agents they have been got added with this. So these are going to be something related to, which is going to be those particular, which is going to be the tools. So these are the platforms what we are going to work with them. Not only with these guys, we are also going to work with which is going to be a different types of which is going to be the models and all these things what we are going to work with that. So chat and build with some kind of an open models what we are going to work with that. Just if we click on this the GitHub, it will go to the GitHub repository guys. There we can see so many different types of completely new environment guys, new concepts. So these are going to be some models here guys. We can see something like some Olama which is going to be open source models guys. These are all open source models. Llama. So which is going to be these are the models what we are going to work with that. So we are having something called as an gamma models. We are having DeepSeek models. You know that right? You have heard about the DeepSeek, isn't it? These are going to be some kind of a Llama models and all these things. Mistral models are going to be there. So everything we are going to use some existing models only, and we are going to customize them, guys. According to our need, according to our requirement, we have to customize them. That is what we are going to do that. So not only this, guys, we are having a lot of platforms are there. We are going to work with something called as Zen, which is going to be something called as Zen Grok. It's going to be a Grok is going to be another platform what we are going to be gets working with that. So these are also guys. So here also if we can see which is going to be a lot of which is going to be some kind of models and all these things we are going to be having guys. All of them you can use it at a free of cost. They're all open sources guys. You can use it at a free of cost. Open AI. So you know that Open AI, no guys? I think all of you have an idea about Open AI. So the whatever the chat GPT we are using, it is created by Open AI. Normally everyone knows about how to use the chat GPT guys. So I'm not using a chat GPT here now. So we have a different types of logins will be there. So I can work with API platform. I think it is asking some authentication. So you can leave it for the timing. So just a minute once. I think now they're asking about some authentication. I have to authorize from my mobile. Let me check with this. Just give me a second. So just I authorized it actually. So it will connect it. So it's going to be now I have just authorized it from my mobile guys, right? Some authorization, right? It's going to be some kind of a verification. So it is going to be, gets connecting like this. So I have to connect with this. So there are going to be so many models are going to be there guys. So we can say, I think all of you have an idea. So the latest models are going to be GPT-5. So there are so many different types of models what we are going to be gets working with that. All these are different models guys. For different purpose we are going to use this. See how many models we have them guys. So how many models we are going to be having? A little bit old models guys. Deprecated models are there. So there are going to be some kind of which is going to be a deprecated models are going to be there. See there, GPT which is going to be 4 is there. GPT something like an turbo is going to be there. Something like that. GPT 3.5 turbo. So these are all going to be some kind of an older models what we can see with the data. So these are going to be some models are there. So these are going to be some models guys, and pricing is going to be there. So we have to work with them guys. We have to work with them. So these are going to be, so generally I also users guys, just we have to pay some money and we have to use them actually. We have to pay some money and we have to use it guys. So if you can see my billing and etc, you can see there, which is going to be currently I'm having 4.71, which is going to be dollars. So generally we'll pay $5. So depending on your request, it is going to be goes there and it is going to works on that. So very long back I have been used. Recent days I didn't use it in guys. So I'm using mostly open sources because these are little bit costlier, right? So people also cannot use it. So I uses them, but recently I didn't use it. I think last month I have been got used it mostly. So like this guys, like this, we are going to work with that. So just we have to create some API keys and we have to work with them. That's very easy, which is going to be API keys. We have to use them. So almost all I created on August and last used on September 24th, guys. Almost all 1 month back I have used it. Last user is September 24th, I have used it. So completely like a new platform, guys. It's not like an which is going to be working with and very interesting topics only. So it's going to be like a live data we are extracting, live conversations we are going to do, some kind of an Q&As we are going to create it, rack systems we are going to create it. So these are some of the platforms which I'm going to use as part of our generative AI classes. It's not just about Python, guys. So how to create, which is going to be a simple chatbot. How can you create a simple chatbot? No need of writing any kind of a code, guys. Simple 2 lines of code, we have to write it. Simple 2 lines of code. Just if you download that particular model and you have to work with them. That's it, guys. So that is the way how we have to learn all these things. So practically we'll discuss about all those applications in the coming classes. Just to get some idea, guys, like how we are going to learn our training program, what is our training program, and all these things, what we are going to learn, guys. So once again, just quickly, just if you just recap once again. So I'm going to start with some core Python classes, guys. First 3 weeks we are going to work with them. And then we are going to work with some kind of an NLP techniques and all these things we are going to do. And after that, I'll start with which is going to be some kind of a generative AI applications, what we are going to do. So in that, what we are going to do, guys, some kind of a chatbots, how can you customize them? Okay, we'll see the lot of things, guys, and some kind of an Q&A, some kind of a tuning, deployment of LLM models and all these things, what we are going to learn as part of our training program, guys. Okay. So just this is an idea, guys. So I'm not going to I'm not going to start with any practical implementation now. It takes a little bit time first, but first initially we are going to start with something about the core concepts of Python. First, we are going to start with that, and after that, even if you have the idea about core Python, guys, no worries. It's like a refreshing topics. So attend, which is going to be for a 3 weeks of time. So I'm not going to discuss everything from the scratch. So at least some intermediate level, guys. And one more thing also, guys, my classes will be not again at a higher level, not again at a very basic level, guys. Some intermediate level it will be there. Okay. So just try to which is going to sync with my my level so that you can also understand it very clearly, guys. Okay. So that's it, guys. That is what I just want to discuss for the today's class. And as I told you, right? So 3 or 4 we are going to take some kind of a demo classes. Today is the third demo class, guys. So I'm also being it as a demo class. I'm not teaching more about those particular concepts. Mostly, we are not going more details into them, guys. So in coming classes, we are going to discuss them, guys, one by one, one by one. We'll start with our applications, guys. Okay. So that's it, guys. That's it for the today's class. So I'm not going more into that. So that's it for the today's class, guys. So last class also I've taken the same way, just a 10 minutes or 5-10 minutes. So I can take up your questions. If you have any doubts, I can take up your questions and we can end up the session for today, guys. Right? Anyone, guys, any questions from your side? If you have anyone having a questions, so don't hesitate, guys. Feel free to discuss, guys. Right? Anyone? Any questions from your side? When yesterday also so many questions has came. No questions, guys? Yeah. That means are you asking about in this particular course curriculum? Are you talking about that? Or are you talking about that whether I teach ML classes separately? Uh, yeah, you can unmute yourself, guys, or you can unmute yourself. You have to unmute your mic and then you can speak. Just unmute yourself. Are you able to unmute, guys? Anyone? I think already you are able to unmute yourself.
Hello,
Were,
sir.
yes, please. Yeah.
Sir, can you hear me? Adi here.
Yeah, Adi, I can hear you.
Yeah, good evening, Sir Garu.
Hmm.
Sir, I want little understanding. Currently, I'm working in MNC in Noida,
Hmm.
okay, in technical support.
Okay,
It's been
okay.
around 1.5 years.
Hmm.
So I have two options in mind. One was DevOps and one is AI/ML.
Okay,
But I am a MBA guy.
okay,
I
okay.
I was always interested into IT, so technical
Hmm.
support was quite easy thing for me. So I stepped in.
Yes, 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 yes. Yeah.
Currently, I am working in SCL.
Okay.
So surrounded by all IT people, some are
Hmm.
directly getting
Hmm.
10 LP also,
Hmm.
getting hired as data science people and all of
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
So now, sir, your batch is quite intermediate level.
Hmm.
So please guide me. I'm more interested into AI ML thing.
Okay.
I think syllabus remains the same, whether you
Hmm.
call it anything, AI,
Hmm.
ML,
Hmm.
generative AI, data
Yes, yes.
science. Role could differ. Sometimes we should not go by the titles, but by the skill set.
Okay, right.
Python, DSA, machine learning,
Mm.
progressive learning, all these kind of things. So sir, please guide me. This batch would be more suitable because you just mentioned it is quite intermediate, or
Mm.
any other batch that you might be starting in coming days.
Yes,
That is my
please.
question one.
Mm.
And follow-up question is, sir, uh, how like market would be absorbing people, like generally, please shed some light over this,
Yes,
like how
yes,
we are
please.
going to get absorbed in the market. Because
Yes, please.
if we see the development side,
Mm.
jobs are there. You
Mm.
might get low salary, but in
Future.
data science,
Mm.
I got the feedback as
Mm.
yes, it might be quite challenging, but if
Mm.
you are able to break through, then
Yes.
packages are going to be really good.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So the first thing I want to answer your first question is going to be like, as I said that, see, here in AI, there are two tracks are there, basically. One is going to be understanding all the core concepts of AI, development of AI. So for that, you have to learn a course called as an, which is going to be what generally we are going to call it as a full stack data science course. So that course generally we are going to call it as a full stack data science. So in full stack
Okay.
data science, what we are going to learn, we are going to learn all the machine learning algorithms. Okay, what is going to be the math behind them? What is going to be the which is going to be deep learning models. So these are all going to be completely like a core concepts. So how a machine will be trained, how we have to evaluate it, what is algorithms, what is going to be neural networks, all these things is going to be one track. So other track is going to be nothing but, which is also the part of the data science only. It is going to be nothing but it's a generative AI. In generative AI, what is the advantage is you need not to learn all the core concepts is not required. Why? Because we already have some kind of an, as I already said that, right? There are going to be some kind of an pre-train which is going to be already the LLMs are going to be already there are available. So using this, we are going to develop some kind of an Gen AI applications we are going to create it. So to become a generative AI expert, you don't require all these maths and machine learning algorithms. All these are going to be not required here now. So these are going to be something like an core concepts, and generative AI is going to be some kind of an, it is going to be like an application development. So you don't require to know what is happening internally, but we are going to develop the application with the help of the LLMs. Whereas in the data science course, the complete core concept almost I'll take somewhere around 6 to 8 months it is going to take, because the complete maths, complete training and all these things it is going to be there. So depending on your requirement, so if you want to go into the core side, then you have to go to the data science. Whenever you want to go for which is going to be like an application side, because for you, because as you are saying that you are an MBA graduate, so because you don't have that much which is going to be like a maths exposure, so understanding the maths, because even you have done with the MBA also, you have been came from the mathematical background from the school and the 10+2 standards, but after that you have left that particular mostly with the maths and all these things you have been left. So that is completely like a core concept. This is going to be just like an implementation phase. So my recommendation is, in the case if you want to go for a data science related, better to go for generative for your, because as part of your what is going to be your qualification and as part of your which is going to be your expertise. And absolutely the same point as you are saying that you are heard about that. So first of all, entering into this particular the data science field, and because one more thing is generative AI is going to be the latest, it's a completely the latest which is going to be the trend or the latest the company's requirement. That's why if you are looking for example, now companies are looking for something around, even not for 2 years, even 1 2 which is going to be 3 years of experience, they are asking about that. Even if you do not have, sir, I don't have any experience, then what we have to do? So at least you know that, right? We have to put some kind of a fake experience. So even you are working, okay, you are working, so in that at least 1 year you can put it on some kind of a generative AI. So try to integrate our application what we have learned in our classroom, so try to implement that as a complete real-time project, and you can show them saying that I done this kind of a projects and all these things, because generating some kind of and developing of projects in generative AI is very very easy, because it is going to be live application. So chatbot, I can say, you can say I developed a chatbot application, I created a rack system, I created, so you can show that kind of an expertise in that. So if you see that experience, but when you come to the data science, it is a little bit, it is a little bit old, so they will ask you about minimum 5 to 7 years of experience, or at least minimum 3 to which is going to be 7 years of experience. So let me show you once, just I'll want to show you some like how the job portals are there, how the job requirements are there on the data science. For example, I say which is going to be, I'll say machine learning. For example, just a machine learning is going to be the word I'm going to be searching for that. So you can find out which is going to be a machine learning engineer, 5 to 10 years of experience. Machine learning developer, 6 to 8 years of experience, 5 to 10 years. Data scientist, 5 to 8 years, 8 to 13 years, 4 to 8 years. Okay, a little bit off. But if you can see software engineer, machine learning, Python, LLM, you can see guys. Which is going to be Python, which is going to be LLM and Gen AI. So they're asking for which is going to be 2 to 6 years of experience, because the generative AI is also going to be comes here now. So ML frameworks, which is going to be they're asking for which is going to be 5 to 10 years of time. So ML ops engineer, which is going to be C, RAG, LLMs, okay, ML, which is going to be some of the terminologies, guys. Data scientist, 3 to 7 years of experience. So even machine learning engineer, yes, it is going to be level 1, maybe it is going to be 1 to 4 years of experience. But let us verify the same examples for which is going to be, let us ask for, so let us go back and say which is going to be Gen AI. So let us say that it's going to be Gen AI, or say simple it is going to be generative AI. But generative AI is also part of the data science only, guys. So generative application AI developer, we can see 2 to 5 years of experience. Okay, even if you can say architect level, you require a higher level experience, guys, architect level. But you can see which is going to be some kind of an experience, senior Gen AI application. So it is going to be engineer, which is going to be generative AI. So minimum, at least if we can see 2 to 5 years. Okay, so 2 to 5 years of experience, 1 to which is going to be 4 years of experience. So see 1 to which is going to be 4 years of experience. See, just an example, if you see this particular job, the job role, like what exactly we can see. So today, whatever we have been covered, so almost all it is going to be the same thing. LLM integrations. So like which is going to be ChatGPT, which is going to be Cloud A, which is going to be Mistral. So prompt engineering, and which is going to be RAG, retrieval augmented generations, what we can see. LLM performance optimizations, what we have to work with them. So it is going to be fine tuning of evaluations of this LoRa. These are all going to be some techniques what we are going to do then, guys. So NLP pipeline implementation. So I discussed about NLP. You can see, guys. So depending on that, so how much it is going to be, it is how much it is matching. You can see with that NLP understanding. Okay, LLM ecosystem, which is going to be expertise. Something like minimum 2 years of experience. They're asking about that. So we can find some kind of a jobs what we can find it out. So 2 to which is going to be 4 years of experience. So we have a 0 to which is going to be something like, just an example. I think yesterday also I've shown you that. An unpaid interns, it is going to be what we can see 0 to 6, 0 to. Just basically for freshers, I'm talking about that. So 1 to which is going to be 4 years of experience, what we can see them. So see what are going to be the terminologies, what we can see, what they are expecting. So these are going to be some kind of an basic, which is going to be AI generating models using GPTs, mainly GPTs, guys, GPTs, BERT models, all these are going to be some part of that. So like this, so just we can find it out. So really, as you can see, a lot of job requirements are there, depending on our expertise and depending on which is going to be our level of expertise and experience. So we can see generative AI engineer, so 1 to 3 years of experience. You can see, guys, 1 to 3 years of experience, what we can find it out. But it's a little bit old posting, I think 3 weeks ago, but we can see. So I'll see what are going to be Llama, LLMs, GPT-4. So these are all going to be some kind of an platforms, guys, the AI workflows platforms. See, a lot of which is going to be a lot of open AI, Hugging Faces, which is going to be some kind of an Azure open AIs. So all these are going to be some of the platforms what we are going to work with that. Everywhere we can see something called as a RAG. So depending on our expertise and experience, you can look for a jobs. So it is first entry level, first entering into that particular from the other domain is a little bit difficult. But really, once if we get a 1 year of experience, so we can really find out a very good opportunities in this particular data science and generative AI field. Okay. Yes, I think Adi, I think so I think I have answered your questions. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, so that's it, guys. So that's it, guys. That's it about this one. Any more questions, guys? Any more? Anyone? Any more questions, guys? Okay, then. So that's it for the today's class, guys. Just for today, we'll stop it here and we'll end up the session for today, guys. And I'll see you on the Monday's session, guys. So tomorrow you don't have the class, and next class will be on Monday. The Monday will be the last demo session, guys. After the completion of the demo on the Monday, so you guys, if you want to continue the class, if you're really interested to go ahead with the class, so you have to complete your registration for the Tuesday's class, guys. So Monday will be the last demo session, guys. I'll see you on the Monday with the same link at the same time, guys. Okay. So thank you for today, guys. Thanks for today. I'll see you on the Monday session, guys. Thanks all of you, guys.